they work on a movie, I'm hyped to fucking watch it. In our whole fucking reaction career, we started off doing a whole lot of Rocka. Randomly, it was suggested, and everything we watched was crazy. And it kept getting crazier and crazier and funnier and funnier. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are geniuses. And you knew that they were bigger than YouTube. Like, you know how a motherfucker is so talented? In the back of your mind, you're like, I know they can do, whatever they want. Mm-hmm. Like, this whole YouTube thing, they can even exceed that. What ended up happening? Hollywood film. And not only that, but the shit was fire. So, obviously, they work on another one. They got 2 Hollywood joints under their belt now. Sky is the limit for these motherfuckers. Sky is the fucking limit.
And look, these are your folks. I respect. Like, these are actually your friends, and I respect that. But I have one knock on their horror films.
What's that?
And I'm not trying to be negative. I have an issue with people who make horror films that actually talk to me. That's what it was called, right? Mm-hmm. It was too fucking real. And I'm not saying so. Maybe it's not a negative thing because that means job well done by them. Mm-hmm. But it was so gritty and so dark. I left the theater satisfied with the movie, but I felt so unhappy because the movie was just so evil.
It was fucked up.
It was fucked up.
It was really fucked up.
That was the first time me and you drove home, and I didn't want to say shit about the movie because the ending of Talk to Me had me looking like.
And the thing is, that's actually what you want when it comes to horror films. You want things that stick with you. You don't want things that you forget about the next day. Like things where you're like,
Taro,
if anybody even brings a hand that looks like that around me, you're never gonna see me again. Lose my number, don't forget my name, all of that. Because like I have an overactive imagination, and my dumb ass believed that shit could happen in real life. 'Cause I'm like, the way it was done, I'm like, there's gotta be some truth to that shit. Because there's a lot of fucked up shit in this world that we don't know. If anybody even brings a mannequin hand that looks like that, that's it for me. You never gonna see me again. We're not friends no more. Don't try to prank me or anything. If I see that shit like this, I'm good, man. Peace. Like that mean when niggas disappear on some shit like this? You're never gonna see me again. So God only knows what this is about. There's probably gonna be some more things that's gonna fucking live in my head and I'm gonna be scared of. But these motherfuckers work on that kind of level where they're just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. They're making Hollywood films. It's somehow gonna get bigger from there. Because they too talented motherfuckers. They are talented as fuck. Got a dope crew around them. Everybody know what they doing. You just love to see dope motherfuckers succeed.
And I love to see dope motherfuckers who love what they do.
Yeah.
I don't play around. There are 2 things I don't play around with, and you know me. I don't play around with sports, and I don't play around with horror movies. Either you love what you do, or you step the fuck off. Mm-hmm. This is why I tell you, I love what they did with the first one. It just scared the fuck out of me. And I love what your Philadelphia Eagles did. But I hate what my bullshit ass coach is doing. If you don't love what you do, get the fuck out of the arena.
I mean, you got to go through the trials and tribulations to get there. Either way, this joint is called Bring Her Back. Let's check it the fuck out. Aw. A24 Cat Bowl. Okay, I see you. Yeah. I know the motherfuckers.
Are you in there?
Whoever edited this trailer knew what the fuck they were doing. See, when it comes to horror films, the trailer has to be a whole thing in itself. Like, you can't just have shot for the movie, the you know the usual stuff. You gotta construct this motherfucker to draw people in and creep them the fuck out at the same time. This shit right here is how you do that. Because you're watching it and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And then everything is a part of it. Even the way the text is showing up and the words they decide to leave on the screen. And you're like, what? And then crazy shit is happening. And at the same time, they're not giving the whole thing away.
Which is brilliant. Because they know what they're going to bring to the table. Nowadays, you have people giving you bullshit horror films, and the trailers are the first thing that turns you off.
Yeah.
Not this. This actually was disturbing. But we've seen a lot of horror movies from 2023 up until now where it's like the trailer was just like, what the fuck? You have telegraphed jump scares, the monsters in the closet with a whole boom mic and the lights is on. Like, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1. Nick, you still got the mic in your hand. Put it down.
It's like, it's so... I just really get upset because I'm trying to figure out what happened to horror.
Yeah.
You have your 90s horror films with scream queens that I love, and then you have movies that just bother you, like The Autopsy of Jane Doe is like on an independent movie type scale, but it was good. Talk to Me was brilliant because they weren't trying to deliver jump scares. It was just like, how can I send you home still feeling bothered?
Yeah.
This right here, I feel as though you'll go home and you'll be overthinking a lot of shit.
And it's just creepy as fuck. The things that they chose to show in the trailer are creepy as fuck. They're things that I'd never want to see in real life. Like, if I ever did, I know, okay, well, it's over. I fucked up somehow. Either I talked to the wrong person, ended up in the wrong area. I fucked up. You know what I mean? My Negro senses weren't sensing. And now, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, this whole entire thing looked wrong in the best possible way.
Yeah.
Like, and I still don't know what the fuck is happening, and I'm glad that I don't. Because you don't want to watch a trailer and know exactly how the shit is going to go down. Shit is fucked up, and that's how it should be. Like, there's certain trailers for movies, for horror films that, you know, were either good or bad, and then the movie was a different way. Smile 2, for instance. That trailer was dog shit. The trailer was dog shit, and that led me to believe that the movie would be dog shit and worse than the first movie. I was wrong on that, and I'm glad that I was wrong. The trailer was dog shit. The movie was fire. You know what I mean? But that's an example of a bad trailer. Like, editing trailers for movies is not easy because your job is to hook the audience and give them breadcrumbs, but not the whole fucking thing, and captivate them. This joint right here is how you do that, especially for a horror film. That's one of the hardest things to make a trailer for, and you know, make people want to go see that joint because there's a billion of them, and you know what I mean. You know how that can go. This is how you do it. Obviously, this is a day one, and I'm not just saying that because we're big Rocket fans. I'm saying that because on its own, even separate from them, this shit actually looks fire. It actually looks fire. So I expect to be there in a dark theater once again, watching this, hype as fuck, and then, you know what I mean, have some things burned in my brain that I'm never gonna forget. So y'all gonna fuck my life up yet again, but you know what I mean, it is what it is at this point. I'm ready for it. Maybe.
Just give me a minute.
All right, get the fuck out. What
Damn, are they?
wrong with you? Yo, this fucking shit ass. He's gonna stay.
Will you say goodbye to Caleb and Kaylee for me? He sort of just snuck off.
You'll see him again next year.
Oh shit.
Caleb works at the scrapyard during the off season, and Kaylee, well,